Check out these visuals, guys. I think these are the best visuals that I've come across that you can currently use in your DJ stream. Hi, I'm Simon, welcome back to my channel for creatives, and I like to focus on audio and video production with some scratching thrown in for good measure. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty niche, isn't it? Let's be honest. So the creator of SYQEL hit me up and asked me if I wanted to do a review on his new visualization app. Luckily, this fits my remit pretty perfectly, so I was happy to do the video on it. If you haven't already set up your OBS stream, check out this video up here where I go over it in a lot more detail. But to set up SYQEL, basically you go to your source window, hit the plus sign and add a browser window. You then add the URL syqel.com to the URL box and you set the resolution to whatever you want it to be. This highlights a problem, which is the fact that OBS is basically not set up to receive a microphone input from the browser. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but basically we have to do a little bit of tweaking. We need to open up OBS with a script which allows us to do this. Luckily, the makers of SYQEL have provided us one that we can download from the link in the description, and we basically then need to download that and extract the contents of the folder to our OBS folder. Okay, so we're going to download that from here. We're going to go to download zip, click save. While that's downloading, we're going to go to right click on the start menu and click search. We're going to type in OBS. Then we're going to right click this up here and go to open file location. Then we're going to do that again, right click here, go to open file location. And this is the folder that we want to copy the new files we just downloaded into. So let's go back to those, open that up. As you can see, we got a Windows batch file and an SH file. As we're on Windows, we're going to copy the Windows batch file, put that in there. As you can see, I've already got it. Then we go and find that file, SYQEL OBS, we right click that and we create a shortcut. And then we can put that on the desktop or wherever you want to put it. Click yes. Let's double click that. Launch anyway. Right, and now I will add in a new browser source. I'm going to go browser. Yeah, let's just call it that. And I need to add in a SYQEL. I'll just leave the resolution for now. Click OK. There you go. As you can see, it is now reacting. I personally think the visuals of SYQEL are really, really good. Having played with some VJ stuff myself, it's actually quite difficult to get cool looking visuals essentially. And out of the box, these are really high quality visuals. I think in terms of variability, is that a word? In terms of like variability and quality, there's a lot going on, a lot of different styles, and I think that's cool. So if I had any feedback to the developer at all, it's that the visuals don't seem to be reacting too well to whatever is being fed into them, well as much as they could do, or as I think they could do. I have tried changing the mic input on the browser to be from my audio interface, so we're essentially getting the line in audio from my turntables, and the results are still kind of the same essentially. So onto the pricing. Here are the different packages. Chill, that is $7.95, and with that you get favorites, you get the ability to personalize your stream, and you get a streaming URL. The next level up from that is Love, and you get that for $12.95. That gives you basically 4K resolution as well as karaoke mode, and I'll get into that a bit more in a minute. The next one up from that is Bliss, which allows you to add a custom logo to your stream as well. So this is as much for the creator of the app as it is for everyone watching the video, but with this pricing structure, I'm not sure I would go for the top one. Maybe I'd stretch for the bottom one, but in comparison, SYQEL is basically $7.95 or $19.95. Serato Studio, which is another app in a similar kind of vein as this one, is $9.95. Lightroom plus Photoshop, which are two pretty epic programs, are $9.98. So yeah, I'm just thinking in terms of your pricing, I'd be probably willing to pay more like $4-5 a month maybe for something like this. Anyway, just some advice, or just my 2 cents basically. Yeah, so I'm just going to interrupt this real quick to ask you guys to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. If you like the video, please like, and if you don't, You can dislike it, that's all good. But yeah, we're well on the way to 2,000 subs now, so that's really cool. I'm still trying to reach my new target of 10,000, so yeah, I think we need to speed up a little bit on our trajectory to get to that one. So yeah, if you could do that, that would be great. So karaoke mode. Basically, if you click the little A thing, that turns karaoke mode on and off. And what this is essentially, it's like Shazam. So it will recognize the song within a few seconds, and then it will check for the lyrics in another service, and should it be able to find them, it will start displaying these visualizations in sync with the song. So it's nothing to do with karaoke, it's just another like visualization element that you can add. So SYQEL say they're going to add more and more songs into their library, and it's going to get bigger and bigger, and they'll soon introduce customization controls such as like the type of animation, the font, color, background, stuff like that, to basically control how that looks. So these are the songs which are supposedly meant to work pretty well with this. I say supposedly because I just honestly couldn't get this to work. I tried with all the above songs, a load of other random songs which I thought might be popular, and I tried different inputs in the browser. I tried using the direct audio, I tried using the microphone, and yeah, I just couldn't get it to work. So again, to the developer of the app, let me know if I was doing something wrong. It'd be really cool to know if I was just set it up wrong. Personalization. If you pay for the chill payment plan, you can choose what are your favorite visuals as well as mess around with other settings. You can change the mood, the different categories of the visualizations. You can also change the timing of the intervals, and you can also change the display settings. You can also add in an overlay image. I think that's basically the top level one. So extra tips, you can basically click on the dash square button on the top right corner, and that's going to toggle full screen mode. You can also get rid of all the elements on the screen by adding stream equals 1 parameter at the end of the URL, and that's going to take away all of the things which are overlaid over the visualizations. So here are my final thoughts. The visuals of this app or widget or whatever you want to call it are amazing. For that alone, I'd recommend it and say it's worth checking out. Setup is still a bit awkward in OBS due to the shortcut thing you have to make, but once you've done it, you don't have to do it again, so it's not a huge deal. As I mentioned before, I think the visuals could be slightly more reactive, so I think the SYQEL team might need to look at the current pricing structure. I don't know how many people are going to be stumping up those prices, but again, that's not for me to say, that's just my personal opinion. I couldn't get karaoke to work, but it sounds like it could be something which is really great in the future. And obviously SYQEL is just in early development, so all these things can be fixed, and in terms of the visuals, which are the most important thing, it's really good. So yeah, keep your eye on SYQEL, guys. Go try it out for free. You can get a lot of stuff just for free, and then yeah, consider buying it. Yoav, to the developer, sorry if it seems like I slated your app. I didn't mean to like slate it. I think that it's really good, but yeah, it just seems like for me personally, there's some things which need working on still. Click here if you want more DJ producer tech reviews and tutorials, and here if you want more streaming tutorials, tips and tricks.